about to flood that. Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Get something to eat, go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough. So I need to
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this out to the 29. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Trimmer.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Great, set. On anyone,
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Trimmer.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll try to do it himself, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
47. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. Complete. Smith has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Yeah, here we go.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He's taken down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, 40.
Prescott to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Intended for number 46. Incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing. Prescott. And he's caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
The 12-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Yeah! Here we go!
Prescott on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Elliott good on the extra point. 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go. Wide, 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Smith catches left side. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Barkley. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. It's a room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
In motion goes the tight end.
1st down, Dallas.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that play will go nowhere. Losing. yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Go Silver, ready? 73. Hey.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Good. 63. And let's go. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73. Crowd left Yeti.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go. Get out there. Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. A good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Left side to Lamb. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
It's a gain of 48 yards. That's another Cowboys.
63.
First and goal. Dallas.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Yeah! Here we go! 47. What do you think?
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, kill! Here we go. Fly,
Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's Prescott. To Barkley on the check down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
There we go.
First and 10 at the 30.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah! Here we go. 47. 26.
Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Kill. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. 30 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kid team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Silver.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the arm. Hurts fumbles it. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
63.
Hurts. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the Cowboys 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, Silver.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the...
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
47.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Count.
Throwing, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40. But the run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
through. Hey, kill! Here we go, go to 54, wide in. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards.
Yeah! Here we go!
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.